Well, how's it going, guys? I'm back in the garage tonight for a couple hours, working on the 62 Comet again. I'm at the point in my build where this is where my paranoia sets in, and I'm just going to make this extremely short. And for the handful of you guys that do watch what I'm doing here, I really appreciate that. And some really good guys that have been watching my videos, some very knowledgeable guys, some metalworking guys, some body working guys, some mechanics. I'm just an amateur. I'm paranoid. And I'm paranoid because of this old engine. I didn't pay a lot of money for it. I do have this engine running, and it runs well. However, I have little wisps of steam or smoke that are coming out of the thermostat housing. Is it a head gasket? Is it this or that? I retorqued my bolts. There's no water in this engine. Maybe there's a little bit in the block. I wonder if this is exhaust gas just pouring out. Do I have a cracked head? Is this maybe a little bit normal? I don't know. Another thing, my paranoia is setting in. Hopefully you can see that. I don't see a lot of oil on these rockers when the engine's running. I'm running the engines with the rockers off. I was so paranoid I had no oil pressure that I even took off this little fitting here. I don't know if you can see that. I'm pointing down. Can you see wherever my finger is? Right by the fuel pump is where the oil pressure sending unit is. And I took this off. And as you can see, there's a full jet of oil there. So I had a full bore of oil coming out of there. You know, I would have emptied out my sump in no time. So that means that I got a pretty good, must mean that I have a pretty good working pump. So, yeah, if anybody out there, I mean, I've rebuilt engines before. I work on larger engines. But I mean, I'm by no means an expert. I mean, maybe when you do a 302, this is a 302 small. Okay. As I was saying, 302 small block. There's no coolant. There's no radiator, no nothing. These are the preliminaries. I got the timing set. I got the fuel pump. If you watch my previous videos, I got the coil on. I'm taking fuel from my own tank. So that carburetor, I rebuilt, cleaned, installed, all pilfered from used parts. So why don't I run this engine? And I'm going to point to the rockers. You won't be able to hear my voice. Hopefully this engine will start up again. I've just been saying how easy it starts up because it does. I do have a full bowl of, I have a full bore of oil coming out of the sending unit. So I have a constant stream. So I'm thinking the pump is pumping. I just don't see a lot of oil up here. Now I'm used to working on diesel engines and stuff where if you take a rocker off when the engine's running, you're going to get splattered with black stuff. I'm not an expert on 302s. So your opinion would be greatly appreciated. My other concern, like I said, the thermostat housing. You watch when I run this engine. I'm going to run this engine and you'll see this wisping. Is it coming from the water pump? I don't think, because there's nothing coming off of here. Anyway, let me run this engine and I'm going to point to the areas of my concern, and hopefully for the ones that are watching, you can give me your feedback. Okay, well, it took a minute. Now, I do see oil, finally. I'm seeing, okay, so maybe it just took time for the cold, thick oil to get up these passages. I did redo the heads, as in lap the seals, put new, lap the valves in, and do the seals. Maybe I do have oil. Geez, it took a few run-ups. Now this, I'll take anyone's opinion on this. I know, if you tell me, take the heads off, or if you tell me, I'm hoping someone's going to say, oh, I've done one of these before and this is kind of normal. But I don't know. Is this exhaust gas? What is it? It doesn't smell like exhaust right now. It's almost more like steam. So could there just be residual water or moisture in there that's burning off? I certainly hope so. Yeah, it looks like I'm getting some oil. Anyway, it's just in my nature to be a little bit paranoid, but okay, I said this was going to be short. I got the car's running. I got the drive shaft in. I got a transmission in. I'll save that. I got that for a separate video. I started putting the interior back together. This is my question to you guys. What's going on with that? And another thing maybe I could try, I thought of maybe disconnecting the water pump to see if this is, because the water pump is spinning, so maybe it's picking up a little bit of water, maybe? There's no water. I had the block upside down, so there technically would be very little water in here. But this, I mean, I got my big nose right above this, and I don't smell exhaust. The only thing is, it seems to be puffing to the same rhythm as the engine is firing, is what kind of scares me when it's running. Okay, guys, thank you. And let me know what you guys think. Okay.